I learned then out there's like, oh, it's a certain type of woman whose hair I want to do. Because I want to charge I don't even say extra. If I'm going to be going to school all day and I don't have a place to do their hair and I'm going to because I was doing house calls, if I'm going to you, yeah, I be who wants these services. So that kind of got me into marketing because I'm like, where do I find this type of woman at? Being around me and being in that atmosphere, meeting the people that I met when I worked for her, let me do that. I ain't gonna be no regular hairdresser. So I was like, I've seen too much. I've been exposed too much to just go and like work in the shop and just not at least try to be the best that I could be and like build my own personal brand. I used to always get on Instagram and show people like me actually operating and managing my hair business, my wig company online, like building my websites, like emails that I was sending out. So they be create packages and then mark them to other people because everybody already comes and listens to my advice. Why not just do it for them? Because everybody is selling courses and classes and coaching. Them folks don't want to hear how they do it for them.
Welcome to another episode of Salon Talk Literally, the podcast where we dive into a world of beauty, business, and everything in between.
We're here to bring you the real, the raw, and of course, the literal truth about what it's like working in the beauty industry with a few laughs along the way.
And we've got a really dope guest lined up for you today. All right, now let's get into today's topic. Trust me, you literally don't want to miss this one.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, today on Salon Talk Literally, we have Mr. Darius. Boone. Darius's curiosity for hair begins as the only male in his family watching the women around him get their hair done. Before becoming a stylist, he started his journey in the hair industry as a barber. He's cutting hair for the guys in his city. At age 22 in Macon, Georgia, Darius officially began his career in hair in 2010. By 2011, he was already innovating, leveraging digital marketing through landing pages and Craigslist ads. In 2013, Darius earned his professional license and began working at the fabulous Snob Life Studios by Ming Lee, where he learned the power of personal branding. He then took his brand online in 2024, building a strong and recognizable presence. In 2016, he embraced entrepreneurship by moving into a salon suite and developing digital products. At 29, he launched his online wig company, hitting his first six-figure milestone in 2018 and achieving a $50K launch in 2019. He retired from doing hair in 2021, but reached the seven-figure mark in 2022. In 2023, Darius expanded his impact by becoming a beauty industry coach. Now in 2024, he runs a successful, hands-free, six-figure wig business while enjoying life abroad, inspiring and mentoring others in the beauty industry. Welcome, Darius.
That's amazing. That's so good.
So dang, you gave us, honey, a timeline. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, he definitely like lined it all out,
Line it up for us.
and I'm loving it.
Yes.
I have a presentation that I teach. So like, when you give them the whole live presentation, I literally just copied and pasted it from there. I didn't think you was gonna read all of them.
Right. Listen, how long has I been cosplaying? Like, did I really want to read all of this? She was like, I really want to sum it up for this, but I couldn't sum it up because then I'll be feeling like I'm missing some key points in there from you. So I just said, forget it. I'm just going to read it all. So we did hear a little bit in your bio, but what I really want to know is take us back to telling us like where it all started. Like, I know you seen, in your family about the girls doing hair, but where did it start for you where you felt like this is what you wanted to do?
So I had observed it. I observed hair my entire life, but I think I decided to choose it as a profession when I was about 21, 22 years old. It was just interesting to me. Like, I liked the artistry of it. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I went to YouTube University and I learned, the foundations of what I was doing. And I noticed that I'm like, you get better with this the more you do it. So it's one of those things that the more you do it, the better you become. So around 21 or 22 is when I decided, like, this is what I'm about to do. But it was because I seen a Craigslist ad that said I could make $10,000 a month and I wanted to.
Yeah, For real. Once you start seeing that, it'd be a wrap.
Yeah.
I see at 21 in Macon, Georgia, that's 2010, 11. Like, I didn't even think people could make that much money per month. But I was like, okay, and like, I think I can do it.
And that's amazing. So for you to say that you were seeing that type of money like in 2010 and 2011,
Right.
because what I'm
Even that type of money, I was more so, I saw an ad, like when I was learning how to do it, I saw an ad on Craigslist that said, do you want to pay $10,000 a month? I'm like, yeah, what do I got to do?
exactly, absolutely.
Dang. So that kind of got you to where you feel like, okay, look, that inspired you to like, hold on, let me
Yeah.
get into that because I need to go ahead and make that 10 rank.
I need that 10.
I need that. So that's what's up. And so,
And it was fun doing it too. So I'm like, dang, this is fun, and I'm making money. This is cool.
Yeah.
yeah, when you start seeing that freedom and then it's fun, it ain't work to you. You can make the money, like money that you never thought you could make.
Yes.
What make you think you're gonna stop doing that? So you definitely gonna keep going in that way. So did you end up going to school in Atlanta? Like, where are you from? Like, tell us where you from.
So I'm from Macon, Georgia originally. It's about an hour and a half south of Atlanta. And I moved to Atlanta in 2011. I was still in college. So I was going to school to get my degree in organizational psychology. And I ended up quitting like my junior year to go to hair school because I was already doing hair. And I was like, I just feel like, I think for me, this is more so born me flexibility, the freedom. I could be who I want to be versus, going a more corporate route where I was going to have to kind of pipe down. For that, I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little stiff and corporate. That's what I hear, at least from most of my clients. It's like, oh, the color stitching is real. Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't be able
I would not last in corporate at all.
No.
So then you go to Atlanta from Macon, or did you go to school there from your hometown?
Yeah, I went to beauty school in Atlanta in 2012.
Okay.
It's such a long ago, but it really wasn't that long ago when I think about it. But I went to hair school in 2012. At that time, I was I was still driving back to my hometown, which was an hour and a half away, to do my weekend while I started hair school, and eventually I started to get clients in Atlanta, but I couldn't do them in regular time because you know how hair school is. It's like
Yes.
like 8 to 4:30. So I was like after school, so I'd be driving. Girl, I used to be driving around.
That's how you had real. That's how you know you had real determination. Okay, because to be doing that and driving an hour or something away and still going and go always there and done with service clients.
Yes, Lord, it was something, but I learned then that out there's it's a certain type of woman whose hair I want to do because I want to charge extra. I don't even say extra. If I'm going to be going to school all day and I don't have a place to do their hair, and I'm going to because I was doing house calls. If I'm going to you, I'd be who wants these services. So that kind of got me into marketing because I'm like, where do I find this type of woman? And so I got on Craigslist. And I made this little one-page website right in Craigslist. It's crazy. I go on Craigslist now, and them people still don't know how to do it right.
I never used Craigslist.
You know what? I go on there from time to time just to if I'm looking for somebody to do something, they'll have girl. It's just the way now you know that they really don't care about their asses. Now that you could just tell they typed it up any kind of way, but you used to can go there and find
anything.
Yeah, you used to can go there and find a lot. Before all the other things start popping up,
I guess I'm sleep on Craigslist.
Yeah, I still go there from sometimes. Huh?
So I've been on there, but I've never successfully bought anything or actually, I've been on there from time to time, but I guess I'm asleep. Look, let me know what's going on. So I post a little ad or two.
For services, for sure. When I was movers.
Movers for sure. I think that's what I went on there for.
Gotcha.
Looking for movers because you can find them on there. Girl, you can find movers if you want to try to pay a decent price.
Yeah.
That's where I used to find them at.
No, I'm supposed to Instagram movers.
No.
Not Instagram movers.
So I learned something in your bio that I never knew about you, right? So I never knew you worked at Snob Life. Really? I did not know that you worked at Snob Life.
I look like a whole different person then. Like I don't changed identities about 3 times since then, but I definitely did. I worked there from 2013 to 2016.
So that was when you got fresh out of school, or when did you go there?
I got out of school. I actually went there to I went there to interview to be a receptionist. And then I ended up being a driver.
So did you work with me herself, or you was just there when the salon was open?
No, I worked like I was the first round. So like she was there after time with us.
Okay.
They like salon trips together. We started in New Orleans. We went to California. We went to Jamaica together. It was a time, like I really wish like podcasting and reality, like YouTube shows was around back then because we could
You can just actually see it in person live.
Because
That would be so inspiring.
it
You know what I
really
mean?
would be.
being around me and being in that atmosphere, meeting the people that I met when I worked for her, let me do that. I ain't gonna be no regular hairdresser. So I was like, I've seen too much. I've been exposed too much to just go and like work in the shop and just not at least try to be the best I could be and like build my own personal brand. She taught me a lot about building a personal brand.
But she is so good at that. Like,
She really is. She
so
like
good.
the marketing queen.
Yes.
You know, really, really great at marketing. So, and I see that, you know, you are into marketing now. So would you say that you learned a lot just from, you know, being in it, a lot about marketing just by being in that environment with her?
So marketing is really deep. I would say I learned a lot about like content creation and
Okay.
mastering getting attention. Like the marketing is awareness. You got to get people's attention, right? So being around her and like seeing how she thought about stuff and how she presented like campaigns to the world showed me like this is how you got to go and get people's attention. And once I started my own, when I left to do my own thing, I definitely took that with me. Where every sale, every campaign was a show.
Well,
I can see that. I know that had to be
yeah.
an experience working in that salon.
Know it.
Like,
Okay, but say the time I did hair, like from the time I first moved to Atlanta when I was going here in hair school, all the way up until 2021 when I retired, it was lit. Like
I know.
I was in at a really good time because if you notice, like the last couple of years, the industry is extremely flooded.
Yes.
It's a lot of people main things that we do, and it's really hard to get established as an individual because people kind of have this group collective of what they think hairdressers are. But back then, they had their own style.
That's so true.
And you know, at that time too, I wish that I could have had worked in Atlanta. And that was one of the things I wanted to do, work in Atlanta at that time. I was like, man, it's just looked like it's so fun to work
just
in
looked
Atlanta.
so
It
fun.
was so fun because I knew back then everybody was
I believe
working
it.
with each other and around each other. And so I would never, ever forget those times. It's totally different now.
Yeah.
And I just wish that we can get back to some of that sometimes
Yeah.
because even the hair shows was lit. Everything was just lit at that time. And so you don't see that now. Even when you go there, it be so dry at the Browner Brothers sometimes, you know. And I hate that
Different.
because it used to be so fun. So fun.
But I got a question though. So do you think the actual events and the times change, or do you think that we just got older and like it lost its luster to us because we wasn't new no more?
Well, I don't know because it's still, I went to the last few ones, right, recently. And it's just not, okay, it's not full anymore. They don't have a lot of vendors anymore. So that tells me people are not interested in, like getting involved as much as we did back in the day. So I don't know if it's the event itself or if it's the motivation of the people that want to go in and be inspired or whatever. I don't know, but I just know it's different. It's not the same.
I totally understand. Like Bronner Brothers, if you see this, hire me because I would want to change that show around. I feel like it needs a facelift. It's very old school.
That's
I
probably
feel
what it
like
is.
they can make it get back that way, but they're missing something. Y'all right? They got the same.
What do you
know,
think?
it's a lot.
What do you think is missing? Or
I feel like
I haven't been in years.
See, I went to the one they had in Miami, right? I went to the one they had in Miami. And when I tell you, I was really disappointed because not only that, I tried to give them another chance when they was in New Orleans too. I went there too.
Yeah.
And you went to that. So how did you feel about that one? Because didn't you feel like it was not the same?
So, if we're being honest, I haven't really enjoyed the show in a while, and that's why I asked the question that I asked. Because I was like, maybe it's just me who feels how I feel.
No, it's not.
But as I've changed as a hairdresser, because it starts off, I feel like Bronner Brothers is very catered towards entry level people, and
Me
not
too. And it should not be only like that.
yeah. I mean, if that's the target audience they doing, it's fine, but I think they can make it a fully inclusive event where you have some of the stuff. So let's say day one is like for newbies who want to come to learn how to actually do hair, really real live practical classes for them to take. Might read,
Right.
but teach them.
Yeah.
I'll do my go and teach them these things.
Right.
Color education on one day, but then on the second day, teach people how to create digital products, how to create separate get the beauty business, how to
I would love to be a part of that.
Or do you think maybe we just need to participate more in it and bring it to what it used to be? I think that a lot of us probably is just not really involving ourselves like we probably should to bring it to that, because that's why I say it's definitely missing something. And that's why I was like, I wanted to make sure that's what I was solid in my school stuff, because therefore I have a reason to be a part of it and be able to catch that new audience if that's who they're catering to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my thoughts on that. But so how many, like, if any, celebrities have you worked with since you've been doing hair?
reality TV people as celebrities.
Whoever you consider as a celebrity, then that would work.
So we talking like reality TV people. I did quite a few people's hair, but not like on consistent basis, but like
Right.
So I worked with Portia from Housewives before. I've worked with Dr. Hepburn before. What is it called? Love and Medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have I worked with?
Is it Married to
Married to Medicine.
Yeah, something like that.
Did Tamar Braxton. My cake company I actually saw a few weeks to Niecy Nash. I was super excited because did nobody she ordered herself a car.
Oh, yes. And honestly, Nisa Nash hair it be looking nice every time I see it.
Nice hair.
Wear a good wig in general. I think no matter what
She
gets,
does.
wear a good
Yeah.
wig.
She does.
Yeah, I already know.
So, okay, so I would like to know more about your transition from styling hair into, like the digital side, marketing and helping other businesses. Like, how did you make that decision? Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Just having so on the front end of the story, how I got into it is I used to always get on Instagram and show people like me actually operating and managing my hair business, my wig company online, like building my websites, like emails that I was sending out, like how I set my goals for the year, how I broke it down to any sales I need to get. And people just started to follow along before that. And then I think in 2021, the decision wasn't hairdresser digital space. It went from hairdresser wig maker. So after the pandemic, was these deals online. I was like, I could go to the salon every day. I can make maybe $1,200-$1,300, just depending on the day. Because I only see so many clients. But I could sell 20 wigs in a day and make $1,000. And I was like, I was doing a vocal at the same time, but like when I was like, I saw how my sales increased because the amount of attention that I was putting into that portion of my business at that point without having to go back to the salon. I double down on this, and this is gonna be my pivot for behind the chair. I'm gonna just sell wigs. I'm gonna do a salon, and then what I'm gonna do is in my house, I had a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. So like I lived there by myself. So I turned one of my bedrooms into like this was like a wig factory, like a little like stainless steel tables that we color wigs on. You know, you have more stripping and having things
Yeah.
for it. And me and my assistant at the time, we came to the house and we started cranking it out. Then I started to hire more people. And it just got to a point where like I wasn't working in the business. I was kind of just the person over the marketing portion. So that was phase one. Phase two was where I am now, where I moved here. So I live in Mexico now, but I moved abroad and I couldn't be there to handle the or oversee the transactions. And also the economy changed. So, you know, the money that I was making in 2020, 2021, it was not the same. Me into marketing for other people became because I realized when you are selling a product and it is your only stream of income, because I wasn't a stylist anymore either, I needed to create a job for myself. So I painted my expertise. Is I was like, what am I good at? Why did we put my business bad at works? So I got my marketing. So then we create packages and then market them to other people because everybody already comes and listens to my advice. Why not just do it for them? Because everybody is selling courses and classes and coaching. Them folks don't want to hear all that. Do it for them.
Listen, you know what? Because people don't have the time to do it. Like, if I could just pay you to get it done,
That's exactly how.
then
Yeah, that's exactly why he came up with the package because he know that being a stylist,
being a stylist, you don't have
we don't have freedom time for that.
That's
Yeah,
so true.
Are tech savvy either. So like it's just like it's stuff that you're not knowing what you need. It's just like I did this before. So if you're trying to be the bomb website, you gotta have copyright, you gotta have a way to collect information. And you tell that to a stylist, man, like I got this little wig.
Speaking a different language.
Yo, I had somebody else build it for me and I go look at it and I'm like, this one ain't at the sell, this was crazy. So
Yes.
Freddie, I wanted to do marketing only, but then I noticed that people didn't have like the sales systems together. So I'm like, let me combine a package of me creating your entire online identity. I can create your content. I can once I create it, I can also market it to people too. So that's how I got into this.
So you would say that COVID did good for your business, basically, huh?
My big business.
Mhm.
Girl, take me back. People, it was a time.
I always vividly remember when that point in time when things were just crazy. Like, what are we doing right now?
What is really going on? I'm trying to figure out how we went from that to this.
Yeah, literally. But hey, we're here if we're going all
Yeah,
the way
we
up.
are because we are also transitioning. So
Everything is all a transition. That's what life is. It's
And one thing that I'm learning is like you can wait until life forces you to transition, or you could just choose to do it on your own. And that's where I am now, which is like, if life gonna keep having to be chaotic, let me just choose the chaos and just do something random.
let me just try something different because when you forced and you stressed out and your back against the wall, that's not a good feeling.
no.
When you already saw the signs, like I told you to move.
Yep. And then you say, so with you, what helped make you make that decision to go to Mexico? I know you said you in Mexico now. What made you make that decision?
So the whole Mexico move was this is also how I knew that I was really good at marketing, right? So the whole Mexico move was like it was a choice in a sense. It was a choice, but it was one of those situations where my back was against the wall. So a lot of times people talk about scaling up in business. They rarely talk about when you need to have seasons to maintain and when you have to scale back.
Let's
So
talk about it.
I say scaled up so much. I got myself that I'm paying plus 3 or 4 employees that I'm paying. I'm having to order all this inventory. I'm managing all this stuff. I got burned out, right? At the entire piece, and I'm trying to keep it together and stuff. Realize like, hey, you got to scale that down, you know. And I was long to scale back down where like my back was against the wall. I was like, I was just keeping it together. Like when you know when people say making ends meet, I literally was just holding it together. I couldn't have been like, this now.
It's too much.
No, I literally told her
So
like,
we evaluate, so you like, okay, this needs to go. You know, let's eliminate this.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, look, because at the end of the day, I'm not about to be I'm about to fall completely down.
Yeah.
Like, I got to figure this out.
That's
Like,
true.
what do I need to get rid of, or, you know, what I need to do
Mm-hmm.
to rethink this
Yeah.
and go back up? Because it's like everything was changing.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to get rid of everything, even my old self. Like I, I ran into somebody to be like,
That's good. That has to happen. That's for the new one, okay? For the new you to come, the old one gotta go.
Yeah, that's true.
So would you say moving to Mexico, what is the pros and the cons there? Because I know that you do talk about it a lot on your page, on your social media, and you give us great information about that. But we want our audience to hear
Mm-hmm.
what is the reasons and what is the pros and the cons about living there.
so for me, the pros have always been that I could come somewhere and I could have space and time to figure it out because like just move like our transitions are never just smooth and linear. Like it's never like this, it's like this.
Don't feel bad.
Look, that's the Aquarius. That's the Aquarius in us, okay? It's never just a smooth transition.
I'm having to fall down and roll around, scream a little bit. So I can't fall down and roll around and scream.
Absolutely.
It gave me time to just get my mind right and to really like
Yeah.
test some things out and see what worked, which stuff, what was sticking, what wouldn't. And it gave me a time to not have to be stressed out about trying to look good in the public eye. Like I live in trying to make sure that I live in a nice place.
It has to be pressure.
Boy, let me know where I can just like really
Breathe.
$1,000 for rent, and I know I can take care of that. I took off for a whole year, so I gave myself an entire year to not do. I could really just get clear on what I wanted to do next. So that was the pros for me, being separated in a place that's affordable, and also just giving myself the space and the time to really figure out who I was and to. It was just like a 2, 3 for 1 where it's like, okay, I get to do all these things. Plus I feel like I'm traveling because this is so different from my norm that if I could walk the street or around the corner, it's like I'm to the trip somewhere. So other pros for that. The cons I would say is I like to sell products. Like that's my thing. I like to sell a product, and it's really hard to do like a distribution and shipping of a product when you are over here. Like I manage my wig company, but it's still really hard to not be seeing what's going out because I know how I have, and it doesn't matter what you try to eat. Everybody, especially in this type of field, like everybody's creative, so they won't have their own creative take on the thing, but it's got to make sure we maintain a certain standard. So that would be one of the cons for me. Also, what else is a con for me? The heat.
Yeah.
It can't be no worse out of it. Way worse than Dallas, or maybe it is.
No, it probably get hot there.
Oof.
Still, it's a lot. It's still 87 degrees here. Like that's how winter time. It's cool. So
Wow.
Dang, so yeah, that's an adjustment right there. Cause
Yeah.
you used to all seasons, and then you get there, you like, okay.
It's a little warm. I would love it.
You would?
Yeah, I may move there Wednesday. Wednesday sound like a good date.
it's very simple. Like I don't drive, so it's like no car. It's just it's a very simple life. Like you realize being here that you don't need as much stuff as you thought.
It would really put you in that mindset.
Yeah.
too.
You're doing more with less.
Yeah, no, it don't. That is so true. That's what I said. Do you miss being in the U.S. sometime, or are you just cool with it's teaching you the discipline that you gotta have just for you to move forward?
I don't think it's teaching me the discipline that I needed to have to move forward. I do miss the United States. I miss being closer to my family and my friends. Like being here, like I was able to think and process of stuff. Like I realized, like out of my day one set of friends, I was the one who I used to have all the things in my house. Like, I was the person that brought everybody together. And now like that is like we don't be together like we used to because of our damn. So it's things like that. That's sort of discipline.
I think that's what I was meaning. Like, because for me, it's like that too. Here, when you're away from your family, then especially out of the country, I mean, I know that can get tough sometimes.
And girl, like you still can drive your few car. You know, you got Target and you know the stuff
Yeah.
is completely different. Like
Yeah, I know. That's why I was wondering.
So
like,
where are you? I'm curious. Like, so what part of Mexico are you in?
so I'm in Playa del Carmen. It's like an hour away from Cancun.
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
So I'm on this with the ocean. So it's beautiful, like
Wow.
7-minute bike ride to the beach. So it's beautiful. It's like being on vacation. But like just imagine being in vacation in a third world country or a less developed country, right? But it's every day.
Yeah, every day.
But it's every day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
So how do you stay motivated in Mexico? Like what keeps you motivated?
I can't even lie to the people that say that I do stay motivated all the time. It comes and it goes. It really comes and it goes. Like I have to like feel when I'm starting to get not when I'm starting to put empty, right? So when I'm starting to like lose my focus and get out of my routines, I have to like I can see myself tripling down like I'm like at 50%, 25%. Like 25, I have to take myself. We got stuff to do. Like you need to pipe down. What I end up doing to keep myself like focused and to get myself focused for more so for like because I'm managing so many people's social media page, I have to get off the social media with me.
Yeah. I yeah. Only imagine
You're right.
how taxing that is. It can be mentally, you know, because that's your job.
It's a lot, and everybody's timeline look different. So it just be like you get caught up. But I want to make a post or the comment. I'm about to be on this person's page for 30 minutes. On this person's page 30 minutes. I need to swing through my own inboxes because I don't want to miss nothing. And next thing you know, it's a scrolling because it be something that comes outside. I'm like, what is this? And I lost my focus.
You going down a rabbit hole. That's why I was like, oh man, that would drive me crazy. I wouldn't want to see no dang on computer for some days.
I'm tell.
Then like hearts be hurting. Well, I like this is my first time having something that I do where I take my weekends. Like my weekends, I be ready for Saturday morning.
I already know because I was like, I hope he get my message because I know he ain't gonna look at it. I told them, I said, girl, he ain't gonna look at the inbox, but hopefully he'll send me the bio. Girl, here you go. Woo, you sent it. I said, there you go. He finally sent it. Yeah. But I was like, I already know from with you, I know how you operate. You on the weekends, and I get it. You take full advantage of your weekends.
As you should.
Yeah.
I had this weekend. I went to a resort. I went to the Houston resort. I had my day pay. You know, went to a Halloween party at a good time, but I
doing stuff though. He do be doing him, right? He be teaching us about the little stuff going on. That's something we don't know.
So good.
That's so different, and it's so. And I really, that interests me to see how people can transition and they go out of the country and they actually go live there, and that's like interesting to me. I'm like, wow, like, and then to see them adjust and be able to do it. That means like it's easy for anybody to go over there and do it. Like
it's possible
if you have your mindset on that.
It's possible.
You get over the initial. At first, it's exciting because it's like, wow, I really did this. But then you just get over it. You find your favorite gas stations. You find your favorite grocery store. You find your favorite restaurant. Eat at. You be some people to hang out with and do stuff with. So it's pretty normal.
I was gonna say that. Did you make some friends there yet?
Absolutely. I know quite a few people who live here that. The thing is, everybody that live here, because we live here, we're kind of loners, but like we still link up with each other. So there's the entire Black community here, like they have events all throughout the week. So every Wednesday, I know it's gonna be Odd Dancing Wednesday at the Cache Hotel,
and they're gonna end up being there. Yeah, because y'all it's the Black community. Okay, I love that because I was wondering, and I was just like, I'm like,
how do you meet
transitioned to like the language? Have you switched up? But do you speak a lot of Spanish now? Did you learn a lot?
Let me speak enough that I can understand and like go back and forth with people enough to get anything that I need.
Yeah.
Anything that
If we want to know, all we gotta do is call up Darius.
I know it.
Because I will be in Cancun.
You want to keep going?
I'll be there December the 18th through the 20th. So I will call you because I know Playa del Carmen is not far.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour away. If you got time, definitely like come to Playa and like it's. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. Like if you ever lived in Atlanta before, you know how Atlanta's set up.
I have never lived in Atlanta.
Lived in Atlanta, so Cancun is like it's like the most major city. It's definitely bigger. Uh, but it's like you have a huge tourist zone that's separated from like the actual city itself. So when you in a tour zone, you're just in a tour. Playa's tour zone in the city meet together, so you can easily walk from a tour zone, take 2 blocks over, and you be in a real neighborhood.
Yeah, I know. I know all about the areas. Like I know all about the from Cancun to Playa del Carmen to Cozumel. I've been to all of them. That's why I was like, but don't I got to cross over? Huh? I was in Tulum.
Yeah, well, if she know what's going on,
Okay. That's why I was like, I know you close, so I'll call you when I get there.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I'm taking my kids, so yeah, we're gonna go there. So
That's
I
gonna be
like
so
it.
good.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to get you on here. I was like, with the beauty industry, it's so many pieces. Everybody is, they can learn from everybody doing different things
Yeah.
because everybody has so many different experiences in this industry. So it's
so many
so
different
good to
avenues.
hear his story
Mhm.
coming from Mexico, from where you was from Atlanta, all of that. So definitely.
I do have a question. So do you plan on moving back to the state or is Mexico kind of like a permanent thing or how you feeling about it? Yeah.
I don't see him being there permanent.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here this long. Like I was be months, and then I was gonna go to Cape Town, South Africa. Like I just wanted to bounce around and just see what's going on in the world. So I'm a firm believer of like designing your life, like how you want it to be. It sounds easy in theory, but it's difficult, but it's still very easy. But like easy to do. It's like at Houston, Atlanta, New York, LA. Oh, stuff with the cause you just like it's a whole world out here. So when I started this journey to like live in another country, I was like, and then sometimes I can't even believe in myself, but I want to just see around.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I definitely desire.
Yeah,
I
she
love
said
that.
it. She was talking about it like she was
Yeah.
like, I would like to move out the country.
I would like to I want to be flexible. Like you said, it's so much to see and we are just stuck doing the same thing every day and it don't feel right. It don't sit right with my spirit. So I'm like, I don't like it. But I think that a great way to get to that point is through, you know, digital products and online business, something like that. So
it's the
that's
really
really
the only
like the only
way.
way.
I really will say it is definitely the way. Like I have lately, I've been talking to I would say older hairdressers or stylists that are even my age, right? And I tell them, I was like, if you want your freedom or you're looking for a way to pivot, like what are you really good at in your business? Package that up and offer it to other people. And it might be like appointments and it might be closing sales for other people, but like, or it could be anything, but like just figure out a different skill from within this business that you have already, and you could do it and it can be remote. I'm doing the same thing that I would have been doing for my own hair company anyway. So, now I just don't have to deal with the air force itself, which gives me the freedom to
Yeah.
I love that for you. I really do.
So now would you say
You miss them? Oh yeah.
you say you miss what?
He said he be missing the clients.
Oh yeah, from being like actually doing clients. Cause I was gonna ask that too. Like, do you miss actually working on people sometimes, like actually working on clients and stuff?
It's the people, the working part. I don't know.
I know. It's the connections
Something
that he
about
missed.
that's what I said. It's nothing better than the connection with the people. That's really pretty much where yeah, that's
Yeah.
where your social life is. That's where you meet people.
Mhm.
That's where you make connections. That's everything, And that's the part that make our industry what it is, is when you actually had an interaction. So I already know you that can be challenging time. That's why every
Yeah.
time I thought about getting out, it always be like, okay, but I can meet,
Yeah,
these
I don't know who
people.
I'm
Like,
gonna meet.
I want to meet more people. So, if you're not,
Exactly why I did it, because I didn't know who I was besides an immigrant. I was like, I know it got to be more to life than this. That's why I did it.
And see, and that's the thing right there. Yeah, because that identity, that hairdresser identity, it get with you and it stick.
yeah.
And that's all people know you for. You can't go to the grocery store. They're like, there go my child.
Yeah, that's my
She do
hair.
hair. Like, I'm just here with my kid trying to get some cereal.
You're going to always be
simple.
learned and tied up to it.
I'm trying to eat some crab legs. Stop talking to me about your hair.
I'm just trying to eat a piece.
I don't want to be, but that's why I said I cannot be in the celebrity world because, baby, they would have me in the Boone, they be having me in
TMZ or something.
TMZ, grade, like this rude heifer.
Not rude.
Because I be like, I just want to be left. Can I eat?
Yeah.
I just want, don't get too close to my daughter.
Yeah.
I be like, get away my kids. Don't be up there now. So I get it. And I just be like, because some people don't have boundaries. They just want what they want. They want pictures and all that stuff. Woo, I can imagine.
It always sticks with you. Like the hardest person to get to the hardest person to get over that identity was myself. Like I felt it took me so long to start this new business because I couldn't shake myself from being a hairdresser. It was just like when I decided that I did it, like I don't think I want to do these weeks no more. I felt so guilty because I was like, is this my only gift? Like, this is the only one that I have.
I'm so happy speaking on
go
that.
through that. So we actually just went through
Because you grieved it.
Yes. And it's like it's more to us than just being a hairstylist. Like we have so many other gifts. Like what is it more? Because you do at a time after doing it for, I could say after doing 15 years of this, you do start considering to be like, look, I need to find something
Enough
else.
is enough.
Like something else that is going to interest me. Even though you still love hair, you love this industry, but it's like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
What else do I like to do? You know?
When I think what ends up happening is once you start to do hair for a long period of time, like 10, 15 years,
Yeah, 10,
that
15.
my thing used to be to like be creative. Like now you think about the reputation and you worried about customer service, you worried about finances. You no longer have fun, so we start seeking out other stuff that we can be creative with. Like for me recently, like you see this wig back up behind me. I seen a hairstyle on Instagram. I was like, because I don't work for my hands like I used to. I'm like, go in on her. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun because there's no pressure. So we just
In your own zone. See, that's why I was saying, like, when I get to a place where I just don't have to do hair consistently, if I just do hair when I want to do hair, where I have the desire to want to do something to it, I do my best work, I feel like, right? And I hate to say it like that, but I'm saying because you have nothing but all the time in the world to do it. And then you can really take your time to do it. And if you can correct it as many times as you want to get the style that you are really, really trying to achieve. So that's why I say that. And that's why I love that part too. Like, I can't wait to that part.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And it's like,
Yeah.
I want to get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like when you're not being creative, I don't know. I just don't feel alive when I'm not being creative. And I know like for me, even this podcast is like it's just
like a fresh air.
It's like a breath of fresh air for me because I'm like, finally I can do something that I always wanted to do, but I can step outside of the box. So, and it's just fun, it's flowing, and it's really no pressure. Like you do what you have to do, and you just get off.
People don't understand. Like they wonder why hairdressers get burnt out. It's physical and it's mental, right? Because you just
Yes, it is.
move alive because you're standing up and you're moving all the time. But I think you realize like how taxing it is on you mentally because you're constantly in problem solving mode. Like, is this time gonna be on time? Oh, don't leave this bleach on too long. Is it
Every day.
break? Is this
every day? If something don't turn out right, it's
a whole different.
It's just, and we be like, they don't realize it be pressure on us too when it don't turn out the way.
It is because you have to possibly see that client tomorrow or the next day for you to fix your problem. And then you may have to give them a partial refund or whatever to make them happy.
It's so stressful.
It's stressful because I think about it. I be in my sleep.
I'm
like,
you can't even rest at night.
I know I messed that up and I gotta fix it before I can move forward.
Yes. So it's a lot. And so I I'm a big believer on doing finding something else that you are good at. Yes.
Absolutely. And see, I never had that thing. I still don't know what that thing is for me. Like I
What
thought
do
so
you mean, Darius? Are you serious? You are good at talking to people.
but like just something that I do for fun, and just like
Oh, okay.
usually that don't require me to build nothing with my mind. Like everything that
Yeah, just something
I feel you
fun.
now. Okay,
Yeah.
that's totally different. That's right. Because even though you had another skill in something else, it still take a lot
I'm
of
like,
brain.
I need to learn how to
Look.
like golf or something. Something I don't have to, I don't really have to think about.
Look, and then you can be it after that. You can make
Yeah.
some money doing it.
Doing great.
Yeah, and that's why I went this direction with the podcast thing because I'm like, it shows us in another light where we can be ourselves. We can speak. We can discuss things, and it's not where we have to work hard to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we putting in work, we still putting in work.
Yeah.
But it's not to where it's that type of work, and and it can either make you or break you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? As far as being the interaction with clients, because you're dealing with not only their hair, you're dealing with them as a person, and
Sure.
their personalities and all of that. So yeah, it can take a toll on you.
it takes a lot on you. Like I was wore out.
Wore out,
I
and I was
feel you
just
on
there. Look, I still be there, like right now. Look,
Yeah.
like literally. So I know. I was like, so for the y'all that don't know, Darius was, and he still is. He still work with me, y'all. But was my digital marketer, and he has did my web designs. And when I first, I was been following Darius for a while, like a long while, and I used to see when he was selling wigs and all this other stuff. But furthermore than that, like I never knew him to have like any type of reputation or anything like
Yeah.
that. So I wanted to, when I seen he was doing the digital products and marketing and stuff like that for the business, I was interested to see what he had to offer, and he actually did come into my world, and he did a lot.
I
Like
love
for
that
real.
because your website looks
Yeah,
great.
he
Good
did
time,
my
man.
website. Girl, wait a minute. He cussed me for a while in his head, but then he'll get me to all the way together nicely.
It
No, I'm
looks
just
so
playing.
good and sleek. So I
Yeah,
love it.
so he got me all the way. And not further than that, he believed in me like when I was starting the school and stuff like that. Cause he was like, I don't, if he didn't like something, he worked hard to turn it around and change
Yeah.
it for me because he didn't want me, if I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna
Yeah.
get your system set up, it has to be from start to finish. And it's
start to
hard
finish,
sometimes
yes.
people that believe in what you're doing
And they actually want
and
to help
actually
you
help
put the
you
work
and
in.
change it, for you. So
Yep.
I do appreciate that, and that's why I wanted to highlight him on the Salon Talk, literally, today. So thank you,
Thank you so much.
So tell us about what's next for you. Like, what's next?
So you know what? I'm really like I used to be such a big planner. I used to plan everything on this is what I want for this year. This is why it was always wrapped around like financials and business stuff. But like now I don't even be making because they already shut me like okay, I hear what you talking about, but that ain't what we doing.
He has a big he do that all the time. Like, don't get too caught up in your own stuff.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. We were just talking about that on our last episode, like about the timing, his timing.
Also, only thing I try to do is work on myself. So what I'm working on next is really just this new business that I have, my media company, where I do things like he just described, is really just mastering that, like getting that business together where it runs very smoothly. And also like since I have a lot more time, really just working on my own education. So like I have literally been taking certification classes to become better at graphic design, to become better at online marketing, to edit videos better so that my new business can really thrive and I can get it to where I like it to be like a full agent. I can offer everything for everybody because I know especially my beauty professionals, they will always have like a sweet spot in my heart because I understand how pleased to be on your web 13 hours a day and then people want to talk to you and you got to build a website, change this, that, all those things. So I really want this newer business to be centered around beauty professionals and helping them out. And it's great to I don't I have clients that work in all different industries. I still consider myself a beauty professional because Yeah.
This has been wonderful.
Yeah. So let everybody know where they can find you, Darius.
Follow me on Instagram, Darius_Boone, Darius_BOONE. Then you can find me on TikTok, Darius Boone, _.
Sounds good. Thank you again so much
Yes,
for
thank
being on
you,
Salon
Darius.
Talk, literally. And we look forward to much more success for you in the future. And we are glad that you came.
Yes, we are. It was a pleasure.
Let's give it up, one.